What's up, guys? This is kind of a cool video. I found this PowerPoint presentation that I made when I was like 11 years old, ranking every Doctor Who episode. So I sent it to myself, and let's react to it pretty much, essentially. Yeah, let me bring it up here. Doctor Who series ranking by Pratik. So, series 1. Looks like I ranked these pretty high. Wow. Rose, would I still give it 10 out of 10? Yeah, maybe about a 9 out of 10. End of the World. Yeah, it looks like I really enjoyed all these three. Yeah. Um, Aliens of London, World War Three. That might have to go to like a 8, but yeah, I still enjoy it over time. Unquiet Dead, I think, is underrated, but yeah, I haven't watched it for a couple of years. 8 maybe, and this also an 8, but it's good that I enjoyed it back then. $10. Long Game is, yeah, still like a 6. Father's Day I really liked back then. Yeah, it's still a great story. 10. Empty Child Doctor Dance is good. Yep. Boomtown is a 8. Maybe it has to go down a bit. Bad Wolf and Parting of the Ways I gave a 9 and a 10. Yeah, still great story. So glad that I enjoyed series 1. Series 2, I gave Christmas Invasion a 10 out of 10. It maybe deserves like a 6 or a 7, maybe. And New Earth, I really liked back then. I think I liked their dynamic. And Cassandra type thing, maybe is like a 7 at best. Tooth and Claw, there was a time, like for a few years, where I really liked this story. I thought it was the best of Series 2. Brought something fresh, interesting werewolf stuff, lore. But yeah, like it's like a yeah, probably a 6 or a 7. School Reunion, yeah, I used to really enjoy it back then. It's maybe like a 7 at best. Girl in the Fireplace, and yeah, that's probably still a 10. It's really good. Rise of Cybermen and Age of Steel, I really liked back then. That's interesting. Might have to go down a bit, but good that I enjoyed it. Idiot's Lantern, and I really enjoyed. Uh, it's like a 4. No, it's like a 5 or a 6. Impossible Planet and Satan Pit. This actually has to go up over the years. I think this is like a 10. No, maybe like a 9. Yeah. Love and Monsters, I gave a 5. Yeah, it's still a 5 probably. Fear Her is like a 6. Yeah. Army of Ghosts and Doomsday. Yeah, about an 8 and a 10. Yeah. Good that I enjoyed it. Okay. Series 3. I ranked Runaway Bride at a 10. It's pretty memorable, I guess. Kind of funny, kind of interesting plot. Maybe like a 9 at best. Smith and Jones, I liked back then a lot. And yeah, it's still a great season opener, I think, for sure. Shakespeare Code, I gave a 10. I really enjoyed these stories, looks like, back then. Shakespeare Code, yeah, I still really enjoyed the story. It's probably a 9 at best. Gridlock, I actually find a little bit overrated over time. I get why people really enjoy it, though. It looks like I really liked Dogs in Manhattan, Evolution of the Dogs. There has been a time where I thought it was overrated. Now, in last time I watched it, I did appreciate it. Lazarus Experiment, I gave an 8.5. I like this story. I think it's an interesting idea. 42, I gave a 10. Might have to go down, but yeah, it's a good story for sure. Uh, Human Nature, Family of Blood, I gave a 9 out of 10. Yeah, great stories. Blink, I gave a 10. Good story. Utopia, I like Utopia probably the best out of these last few. Yeah, I gave it 10. Yeah, it's probably a 9 or 10. Yeah, Sound of Drums and Last of the Time Lords looks like I really liked that one. Um, yeah, like it's a controversial one to think about over the years. It's like you go through the cycles of appreciating things about it, finding some things cheesy about it. Yeah, it's good to remember a time when I enjoyed it. Series 4. I gave Voyage of the Dam a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I pretty much feel the same way. Partners in Crime, I gave a 10 out of 10. Uh, no, I feel like a 6 or a 7 maybe. Fires of Pompeii, looks like I really enjoyed these ones. Fires of Pompeii, I give a 10, maybe like a 7 or 8. Cool to see Amy and Capaldi's 12th Doctor. Planet of the Ood. So this was actually the last one of the last. This and Unquiet Dead were one of the last Doctor Who stories that I needed to watch all of modern Doctor Who back then, and so this was like 2012. Um, and I was really surprised by it. Like, a good story. It actually brought a tear to my. This was the first Doctor Who story that brought a tear to my eye. I think I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's still a pretty good story. Sontaran Stratagem and the Poison Sky. This was actually the last uh, of this Russell T Davis era story that I saw in the last few months, in the last couple of years. I have not rewatched this era in about 3 years, which is a good thing, because maybe if I revisit it in a couple of years, since it's been 5 years, I'll be able to watch it with fresh eyes again. But yeah, I wanted to rewatch this one because it brought back Martha, who is my favorite companion of the modern series. It does a good job bringing her back, I think. Doctor's Daughter, I gave a 9 out of 10. Cheesy, cheesy. It's like a 7 at best. Unicorn and the Wasp, but I remember a time finding it respectable, and I found this respectable, but these rankings have to go down since I've grown kind of jaded. So yeah, glad that I really enjoyed this first half of this season a lot. I think this was my favorite season back then. But yeah, since I've grown kind of jaded, um, Silence in the Library, Force of the Dead, probably still a 9 or 10. Midnight, I still really enjoyed this one, still very good. Turn Left is probably my favorite out of these last few. I love Turn Left. I love the stakes of it all. And it looks like I really enjoyed Stolen Earth Journeys, and it looks like I really enjoyed these last season finales, which is awesome. Uh, yeah, I'd give like a 7 or 8 out of 10 at best. The Next Doctor, I gave a 8. Glad that I enjoyed it. Probably a 7. Planet of the Dead, I gave a 9. I remember a time when I really enjoyed it. Fun, fresh energy, interesting monsters, fly monsters. Yeah. But like maybe an 8 out of 10 at best. I'm being generous. Waters of Mars, I gave a 10 out of 10. And you know what? Maybe I would still give it a 10 out of 10. Like it's a bit cheesy at times, but I think about the story a decent amount of times over the years. Think about what it does for the Doctor. Like he's gone too far. The potential of a colony on Mars as humans in the near future. Yeah, it's interesting. I probably wouldn't put it in my top 10 favorites of modern Doctor Who, but I probably would give it a 10. And looks like I really enjoyed End of Time. I've probably just watched it too many times, but yeah, it does have its problems. But it's good to see that I gave it a 9 out of 10 when I was younger. Alright, then we move on to Series 5. A great season, my first season. Uh, Also want to go a few years without watching this one just to relive the magic of it next time. 11th Hours, yes, 10 out of 10. Beast Below, I gave it a 9. It kind of goes down over the years, but I can feel myself enjoying it if I rewatched it and feel like a kid again. Victory of the Daleks was actually my very first Dalek story, so I gave it a 7. Interesting. I guess like I didn't like the storytelling, and I see why it got a lot of hate. But I actually like this story a little bit. I think it's decent. I don't agree with a lot of the hate towards it. So this is the first time in this video, in this ranking, where this ranking actually has to go up for me. I'm gonna have to give this like an 8 out of 10 for what it does. I can agree with some of the problems with the story, but I like the story and it's nostalgic in the memory. So it's good to see me after 13, 14, 15 years enjoying a story a little bit more since the first time as an adult. Time of Angels, Flesh and Stone, my first story, yeah, probably still a 10 out of 10 for me. Vampires of Venice, probably still a 10 out of 10, good one. Amy's Choice, I still like, 9 out of 10, kind of reminds me of Father's Day. Uh, yeah, and I chose some really good pictures here for the background, yeah. Um, Hungry Earth, Cold Blood. Yeah, I like the way they brought back the Silurians. I talked about in my last one of my last videos how this era didn't really have much references to the classic series other than like flashback pictures a couple of times. But yeah, it's just an okay story. 7 at best maybe. Vincent and the Doctor. Good that I enjoyed all these episodes. Wow. As tens. I almost don't want to criticize any of these, dude, because of how impactful they were for me as a kid. The Lodger definitely has to go down. Pandorica Opens, I love still. I don't like Christmas Carol that much anymore, but I remember a time when I enjoyed it. And Big Bang probably has to go down, maybe a smidge, but still a respectable season finale. And yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Series 6. Kind of still feel the same way about it as I first did. Maybe it goes down a little bit. Looks like I ranked it relatively high. Impossible Planet Day of the Moon might have to go down a smidge, but still a pretty decent story. Curse of Black Spot still the same, 6 out of 10 after all these rewatches. Doctors, am I missing one? I feel like one is missing between this and this story, or am I tweaking? But Doctor's Wife, yeah, probably still might go down a smidge, but still a great story. I love this story. Rebel Flesh Almost People might have to go in my top 10 favorites of modern Doctor Who. It's just gone up for me over time. It's a good story, I think. And Good Man Goes to War actually has gone up a bit, a smidge, like a point for me, maybe. 7 out of 10. I guess I didn't like the drama that much. Let's Kill Hitler has definitely gone down from an 8 to like a 6, maybe. Night Terrors. I gave this one a 7. Yeah, it's probably the same. Don't feel like rewatching it that much. Same with Girl Who Waited. I can see why people like this. On paper, it looks like a good story, but I didn't like it that much. The God Complex is a good story. Might even be a 9, but yeah, it's a good story. Closing Time goes down for sure, but I remember a time when I enjoyed it. Yeah, good to remember that time. I've seen so many reviews since I've made this list of Wedding of River Song of everyone just bashing it, just being like, who cares? Like, this episode sucks. Yeah, I remember a time when I really enjoyed it. It really satisfied me as a season finale. And this season I didn't like as much as season 5 when it came out. So I'm glad I enjoyed it. But yeah, it definitely goes down. And The Widow and the Wardrobe, cheesy ass Christmas special, first Christmas special that I watched when it aired, where I was like, yeah, this is kind of cheesy. What am I watching? Series 7. Woohoo. Has it gone up for me in opinion? Maybe a little bit. It's maybe a bit inconsistent, maybe a bit going nowhere at times, but there are some good memorable ones. Let's look at how I felt about it at the time. Asylum of the Daleks, yes, I feel the same way. Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. Okay, see, this stretch actually, for like a couple episodes, and this season, is an example of like 2017 was probably the last time I enjoyed watching these stories, and since then, there are probably times over the past 6, 7 years where I've come back to some of these stories and I'm like, yeah, like, I can see why they got made. I can feel as I got older, from age 11 or 12 I was when this came out. Now I'm 24, almost 25. Over the years, seeing how they've changed. Like, I can appreciate things about Dinosaurs on a Spaceship for sure. Cheesy plot, interesting characters, forgettable at times. But no, it probably has to go up for me to a 7 at least. But yeah, realistically, it's probably a 6. Town Call Mercy as well. The times that I've rewatched it over the years, I've only enjoyed it more. I rewatched it a few months ago, and I enjoyed it, even though it's very cheesy, Matt Smith in a cowboy hat. But some moments of silence, some moments where they're trying to convince the doctor's trying to talk good into people. This ranking, I respect this story. I probably have to, realistically, it's probably a 6, but I respect it. It probably goes at a 7. Power of Three, I see why people like it. I still think it's just okay. Um, Angels Take Manhattan, I enjoyed it at the time. Snowman, I enjoyed it at the time. No complaints. Bells of St. John, I enjoyed it. Wow. Might have to go down a bit, but I like the part about Wi-Fi and stuff. Might have to rewatch this, honestly, if I enjoyed it that much in 2013. 2013 was probably my favorite year of being alive. You had Breaking Bad and all that good stuff. Rings of Akaten is a 9 out of 10. Wow, might have to go down a bit, but I remember enjoying it. Cold War might have to go up a bit, but it's just okay. Like, can't see myself rewatching it soon. But I love the Ice Warriors as a concept. I love the Ice Warriors second Doctor story, and the Seeds of Death I love just got even better. So it's good that the Ice Warriors came back. I kind of want to see them back. Hyde, yeah. I like it a little bit more, maybe an 8 out of 10. There's good attention to detail. It's a bit scary. Yeah, Hyde goes up. Cool. Uh, yeah, this one's about the same journey to the center of the TARDIS. 8 out of 10. Interesting ideas. The Doctor confronting Clara. Interesting dimensions of the TARDIS. Yeah, I kind of want to rewatch it now. Crimson Horror, I kind of want to rewatch it now because I remember it's a Doctor Light, but looks like I enjoyed it. But I have to put it down a little bit, go down a little bit. It reminds me of a Sherlock episode a little bit. You know what I mean? Name of the Doctor, probably still up there for me. I remember enjoying it, and I have enjoyed it over the rewatches. Um, Day of the Doctor, love it. Loved it when it came out. Do I still love it? I can see why people dislike it. I don't have a harsh opinion on it. I love rewatching Day of the Doctor over the years. Yes, I do. Time of the Doctor. I'm going to rewatch this one probably this weekend because I just rewatched Twice Upon a Time after I was rewatching Whittaker and Gatwa stuff. I'm gonna not rewatch Day of the Doctor for a while. Night of the Doctor 2, I feel like I've rewatched recently. But this one, yeah. My opinion of it has changed. Looks like I really enjoyed it when it came out. I feel like there was a time where I would rank it at a 6 out of 10 because I feel like it could have been way better. Nice pictures that I chose for this background here. Good to remember a time when I enjoyed it. It does a lot of things well. And then we get to Series 8. Looks like I got to 2014 here. Looks like I gave Deep Breath an 8. Maybe it's gone down a little bit in that time, honestly. Glad that I enjoyed this season. I did say in my last video, Series 8, I do enjoy a little bit less than when it came out. Into the Dalek is a 9. I enjoy this. It's an enjoyable story for what it is. It does kind of have to go down, but it's enjoyable for what it is, for sure. Robot of Sherwood is okay. It kind of has to go down. Listen, I enjoy less. It's sad to see that my opinion has gotten jaded over time. Time Heist, I enjoyed, might have to go down. Glad that I enjoyed it at the time. Caretaker, glad that I enjoyed it at the time. Not for me anymore. Kill the Moon, glad that I enjoyed it at the time, but kind of stupid. Mummy on the Orient Express kind of has to go up. Solid story. Makes sense. I feel like a bit overdramatic at times, but Flatline probably my favorite of the season. 10 for sure. Forest of the Dead, glad that I enjoyed it at the time. Kind of cheesy. Darkwire Death in Heaven, glad that I enjoyed it at the time, but very, very cheesy and bad. Stupid. It goes down definitely to like a 6 or a 7. And then Last Christmas, I gave a 10. Glad that I enjoyed it at the time, but goes down for me. Sad to see myself grow jaded with my opinion as an adult, seeing these episodes for being the mediocrity that they are. Could have been better writing, could have done more. And then what's this? Okay, wow. Here I have my rankings of my top 13 doctors. Looks like this might have been one that I did maybe in 2011, 2012, and this one I might have done in like 2013, potentially 2015 or something. But yeah, let's examine this. Yeah. Glad that I ranked. Okay, I could do this list today, but it would take way too long. I would overthink this way too much. Such a big topic. But let's examine the way that I ranked this before. Colin Baker's at the bottom, but I would rank him number 1 today, probably. But yeah, Paul McGann I ranked at the bottom, but I might bump him up because I have listened to more Big Finish, and I don't dislike the TV movie at all. I like the interior of that's one of my favorite TARDIS interiors too. Sorry, Paul McGann. Wow. William Hartnell I didn't like that much back then. Interesting. I love the first Doctor. Hell yes, might be top 5, at least number 6. John Pertwee I didn't like a lot back then. Wow. At least these 4 out of these 3 Doctors go up there for me. John Pertwee is absolutely top 5 for me to this day. Definitely. I love how he commands the role. John Hurt, yeah, I liked him a little bit better than Paul McGann for some time. So this list has to be at least 2013, 2014. Patrick Troughton, yeah, ranks about middle at least for me still. There was a time in 2011 where Patrick Troughton was my favorite Doctor, based on just what I had seen of him. Mind Robber, Invasion at the time. I can't remember what else I'd seen of him, but he was my favorite at the time for some time. Sylvester McCoy has just gone up for me. Interesting, like he was towards the bottom, towards the middle, but definitely top two doctors for me. Tom Baker is about the same for me here. There was a time where I would rank Tom Baker way above, and looks like over here I ranked him about middle as well. Eccleston is about the same here. I loved his era. Um, Capaldi, yeah, might have to go down, but it's good to see that I enjoyed it. Love to say, whoa, Peter Davison was my favorite classic Doctor for a time. Now he's my least favorite classic Doctor, realistically. Doesn't mean I dislike him. I actually don't dislike his era. And his era might not even be my least favorite. His era might have to be tied with John Pertwee or the second Doctor, which just means I appreciate the other eras even more. But yeah, some episodes I appreciate. But anyway, wow, I ranked David Tennant super high. Now he definitely goes down for me. But it's hard to remember a time where I enjoyed David Tennant that much. And yeah, so yeah, this ranking seems to be about the same as this ranking. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. Alright, guys, and just for the fun of it, I'm going to be ranking the rest of the seasons from season 9. So let's jump right in. I went ahead and ranked all the previous episodes based on how I feel about them now generally. A little bit of influence from how I felt about them whenever I made that presentation a very long time ago. So yeah, let's go ahead. Last one was Last Christmas. Very forgettable. I put it in bad. Magician's Apprentice. Yeah, I don't like this episode that much. I think it's kind of cringe. Last time I watched it, I was like, why am I a fan? Same with Witch is Familiar. Under the Lake. I can't think too much about this because I pretty much have the same opinions. Um, I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna put Before the Flood in okay. Girl Who Died was okay. Women Who Lived was okay. Decent stories. Maisie Williams' character. Some good writing. I respect Zygon Invasion and Zygon Inversion a little bit more throughout the years. I think they're just okay. Some moments are good. Sleep No More is very forgettable. I want to put it at the top of bad, honestly. Face the Raven I liked. That's good. Heaven Sent. This goes in up here in God tier for sure. Might be the last time I say that. Hellbent. Yeah. Unwatchable to me. First unwatchable. Husbands of River Song I rewatched like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I like it. It's nothing great. It's realistically it's okay. But yeah. Return of Doctor Mysterio. I respect some of the superhero aspects of it on multiple rewatches. It's nothing great at the bottom of okay. Pilot, here we go. This is a good story. Is it great? Kind of is. I was ranking them based on numbers, so I thought it would feel similar if I was ranking them based on tiers. So generally, I would number it pretty high for what it is as a season opener, because I ranked Smith and Jones and episodes like that pretty high, like as amazing. So yeah, I have to call the pilot great, if not amazing. Some things I really love about it. So I'm gonna put it at the bottom of amazing because it started off a great season. Same with Smile. I'm gonna put it at amazing. Thin Ice, no, it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad, honestly. Aside from the pandering, like it's okay. Knock Knock is okay. Could have done more with this ghost plot. Oxygen, I love. Oxygen might have to go in amazing. I think yeah, it does. Extremist might have to go in God tier. It's definitely up in amazing. Cool Matrixy themes. Pyramid at the End of the World is solid. I think I would rate it like a 7. It's okay, yeah. It's okay. Bottom of good, top. Yeah, I'll keep it there. Be optimistic because Lie of the Land was freaking almost terrible. Almost terrible. The cop out regeneration. Empress of Mars is solid. Solid. Kind of like the other Ice Warrior episode. I would want to rewatch that. Not really want to rewatch. Eaters of Light is okay. Yeah, I'll put it here. World Enough in Time. Yep, God tier. Is it? No, I don't love it as much as most people. It kind of depresses me, but it's really good storytelling. At least goes in amazing. Such bleak and depressing themes. And then yeah, Doctor Falls. Does it go in God tier? I love it. I kind of love it. It had an impact on me when I first saw it. Yeah, nothing short of amazing for sure. In my opinion, in my humble opinion. And then Twice Upon a Time, because of recency bias, I just rewatched this a couple of weeks ago and it made me sob. I'm gonna put it in good, but it needs more of a plot for sure. Woman Who Fell to Earth. See, I didn't watch a lot of these episodes, so I'm gonna rank the ones that I seen. This one was just kind of yeah, forgettable. I don't remember this one. Rosa was terrible. Arachnids in UK was terrible. I don't remember this. Don't remember this. Don't remember that. I don't remember these. Didn't watch that. Spyfall was okay. Not bad. Didn't watch that. Didn't watch that. Fugitive of the Jadoon is great. I would watch that again. I have to. I do want to watch that again. Didn't watch this. Didn't watch this. Resolution. Timeless Children. It's okay at best. I know I talked very highly of it in my review video for the sake of a recency review, I guess. Revolution of the Daleks is okay, kind of bad. Yeah, bottom of okay. I didn't watch these. War of the Sontarans, I love, kind of. It's a bit cheesy, but I liked it. Where did I put it? There we go. There's so many episodes. Yeah. Is it amazing? Maybe not. But I like the different stories that are going around. Kind of reminds me of Trial of the Time Lord. Didn't watch these. Legend of the Sea Devil I did watch. It was just okay. Kind of like the same way Planet of Dead is just inoffensive. Definitely not good. And then Power of the Doctor is good. Yeah. Solid. Solid. Some things are messy. Um, let's see. What else? Star Beast I'm gonna rank in. It was okay. It was almost good. It was almost kind of good. I almost really liked it. Giggle is okay. It almost could have been great. Wild Blue Yonder is okay. Devil's Cord is kind of bad. Didn't finish Space Baby. Didn't watch that one. Boom is pretty good in my opinion. Uh, didn't finish watching 73 Yards, but it was good. Dot and Bubble, I liked it. I liked it. Uh, Empire of Death. I think this is kind of good. Yeah, yeah. Um, I didn't watch that. Didn't watch Robot Revolution. Lux, I think, is kind of great. Yeah. Didn't finish watching The Well. Story in the Engine is decent. It's decent. I don't know if I can rank it higher than okay. I didn't finish Interstellar Song Contest, so I can't rank it. Reality War is kind of okay. Well, guys, there you go. Thanks for watching this amazing ranking video. See you guys next time. Peace out.